My name's Larry and I'm with Under the Bridge Flies, and we're going to tie a Goober Midge. This is a Kelly Gallup pattern actually, but somebody asked me about this one, so we figured we'd tie one up for them. We're starting off, our hook is going to be a size 18, and this is a 1710, and we're using black uni thread 80, and after investigating this here Goober Midge or Goober Caddis, whichever you want to call it, it seems to be a really good fly to have in your box for caddis hatches and stuff. So I'm going to put a couple in mine, I believe. So we're going to start, and we're going to wrap our thread towards the back of this hook is to start it. And we're just going to get it around the back and then clip off our tag end. And we're just going to want to go to the bend there, not much further. And then I'm using a Superfine black Wapsi dubbing, and it depends on the body color of your caddis or where you're at. You might want to use olive actually. Wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of both in your box, I don't believe. But you want to just really fine, really fine strip of dubbing on this. You don't want a whole bunch. Go small, and you can always add some. We're just going to bring it up about halfway and then come back. Alright, so the next piece we're going to put in is we're actually going to put in some I'm using Mirage Flash. It's Flash Abou and Mirage, and I'm using two pieces. And this Flash Abou that I got here has one yellow, or one gold and one purple, and so I'm going to grab one of each, and we're going to tie those in. And this is just an underwing on this, so to give it a little flash for the fish to see. So we're just going to tie this in here. Get a hold of that thing there. Just take a couple wraps around, and then just bring the other half over and tie all four pieces in. Once you get that done, you want to clip these off, and you're just going to clip them off just a little bit past the bend of the hook there. Like I said, these are just the underwing for what the hair. So alrighty. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some deer hair on here, and I'm using a clump of deer hair off of a deer leg actually. Somebody sent me. I get a lot of hunters sending me stuff every now and again during hunting season. A lot of feathers and furs. So, but we're going to clip off a piece of this, and I got a pretty good sized chunk there, so I'm just going to trim some of that out of there real quick. And I don't know how well you can see these, so we're going to get rid of some of that. Now that's going to end me up with the clump, and you can see about the size that is. If put it up against the hook there, and we're going to drop that in a hair stacker. We want to get those tips good and even, and pull out the little fuzzies if you can. Now we're just going to run this to where it's just a hair past where we stopped our flash there. So we're going to put that about there. So we'll grab this with our other finger and just go ahead and clip that off. And then we're just going to tie this in. Keep it back away from your eye. Check it out. Make sure that it's... And see, that's a good wing. I mean, that's a pretty hefty wing for this little fly, so... But this thing will float for days with this wing. Hopefully it'll just float long enough for a fish to nail it, and then it'll go under. But so anyway, there we go. Now you can look at that and see, you can see your underwing there. So if you got any real bad strays close, you know, covering up the bottom, just go in there and clip them out real quick, because you want that tube effect there. You want to be able to see the bottom of that fly real good, and you want to be able to see that flash up underneath of it too. So like I said, if you got any real low ones, go ahead and just clip them out. And then you should end up with, see how I can see the body on both sides there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this in a piece of hackle. And my hackle has flown the coop. Ain't that something? Drop it somewhere. Found it. And I'm just using a grizzly hackle. And for this fly, they recommend, this is a size 18 hook, but you want to use a hackle for a 16 or a 14. The larger hackle, you know, makes a lot longer legs. So, you know, when these midges, you know, are moving around, there's caddis, you know, those legs are really moving around in the water. So you really want to get those longer legs on there. So the next thing we're going to do is add some more black superfine dubbing. It's a Wapsi product. I don't know if I can get a hold of them and if they'll pay me for advertising. And we're just going to sparse, I mean, just barely wet your finger a little bit and get that on there, but very sparsely we're going to go ahead and dub this on down, just enough to cover the hook itself. Alright, so when you get to the bottom there, get you a couple wraps, hold that eye back, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw a double whip on this real quick, just so I can tighten it down some more, and I don't have to worry about my hook running away from me. So, and I can adjust my hook a little bit so I'm pointing up. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap this hackle, and you're going to wrap it once, twice, and thrice. 3 times, that is. Oh man, see, that's what I get for screwing around. Anyway, you can grab a hackle pliers. Freaking thing, anyway. Come on now. And we're going to do that again. Once, twice, and the third time, and then capture it at the bottom. there. Let's go ahead and capture that. Pull your hackle back out of the way so you can capture it real good, and we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that there. Now we're going to whip finish this thing, and like I say, we want to pull that all back away from that eye. Alrighty, now we'll get a whip finish on this thing, maybe if I can learn to use it. 3, and then double whip finish every fly. And then we're just going to go ahead and clip that thread out of there. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is turn your fly over, and you're going to clip all these bottom hackles, and you're going to get that flush. Anything that'll hold this up out of the water to where it's not riding just flat on the water. That's how we want this fly to lay on the water, is just dead flat. And that, my friends, is a Goober Midge. Anyway, fairly easy pattern to tie. Once you get used to the deer hair part, you know, you'll get it. But I'm definitely going to throw some of these black ones and green ones in my box and give them a shot. I've heard nothing but good things about them. So anyway, I suggest you do the same. If you don't want to tie them, you can always buy them. Give me a holler. Be more than happy to tie some up for you. Anyway, appreciate you watching my videos, and like I said, this one was a request, so if you have a fly that you'd like to see tied to learn how to tie it, give me a holler and we'll do a video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great day.